Hi, welcome to What's Up Elgin. I'm Anita LaRue. I am your host for this segment, every segment. I've been hosting for a while now. But we today have Dennis Pedersen that is spelled. You have such a different way of spelling Pedersen.
I guess it's different to you, but it's always been the same to me. But yeah, a lot of people see it as Pedersen.
Yes, so. Pedersen, but it's Pedersen. Yes. And I did get it right too.
You
Sometimes
did,
I don't get the last names right.
You did good, most people don't.
I did good. But you're a musician and you're also a songwriter.
Yes.
And Dennis was nice enough to give our whole studio his new CD that came out in January called Up in a Tree. And we do have a nice story to tell the viewers about Dennis, and he's going to give us some information on his background and his musical story. Because when we spoke, or when we were texting, we were talking last night about how you're never too old to start your dreams.
Yes.
So, can you give us a little information on the background? Or how old were you when you started your musical career?
Well, I'll take it a little further. I guess when I was about 8 or 9, I played some piano. My mother was a piano player, so my sister and brother and I all were kind of put into piano lessons, whether we liked it or not. I didn't really care for it at the time, and music kind of went on the shelf. But then when I was 26, my brother came for my birthday and brought me a guitar. He felt it wasn't something I would probably ever invest in, but he thought it's something I would get a lot of enjoyment out of because he had as well. And I guess the rest is kind of history, they say.
The rest is history, and you're still on your way to working on the career in music.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to, you know what, we might as well start with a song.
Yeah,
so
sure.
that the viewers get a really good idea of who you are, Dennis. And you are going to sing Up in the Tree, which is on your new CD.
Yes.
And take it away, Dennis.
Cool,
Let's hear you go.
I was sitting, staring out my bedroom window that day, and I could see you coming from about a mile away. Right away I started having daydreams of you and me. I hadn't met you yet, but I could already see. I could see you and me sitting up in a tree, holding hands and talking about our destiny. Don't care we're headed, as long as it's just you and me, together up in a tree. I never seen you before, but to me it was pretty clear. Needed to meet you, and for once I didn't have any fear. Ran out the doorway, I tripped and fell right on my face. But you just smiled and you carried on at your steady pace. But I could still see you and me sitting up in a tree, holding hands and talking about our destiny. Don't care we're headed, as long as it's just you and me, together up in a tree. Got up, brushed off, and I followed you on down the street. I couldn't risk that, this was our only chance to meet. You finally stopped and you turned around and you checked me out. We started talking and I could finally tell you all about how I could see you and me sitting up in a tree, holding hands and talking about our destiny. Don't care we're headed, as long as it's just you and me, together up in a tree. I said you and me sitting up in a tree, holding hands and talking about our destiny. Don't care we're headed, as long as it's just you and me.
Welcome back to What's Up Elgin, and we're here today with Dennis Pedersen, which is spelled totally different. See? It's all good though. You're a musician, a songwriter, and you have your new CD out called Up in a Tree. And we just heard Up in a Tree, a great song.
Thank you.
They're all original,
Yes.
right, Dennis?
Yes.
And who have you worked with here in St. Thomas?
Actually, that's a good question, because really where the songwriting came for me, I've struggled for years and years trying to write songs. That was the hard part for me. I could learn to play the guitar, I could play other people's songs and sing, but I just couldn't write my own song. Last year, a friend of mine was playing in the band Moondog Uproar. I hadn't met Mike yet, but my friend was the drummer at the time, Evan Doherty, and we were going to go to Nashville, and he said, "Could we bring Mike along?" I said, "Yeah, why not?" So I went with Mike. I really learned a lot from him on the trip, talking a lot. You know, I mean, I was trying to take as much information as I could. As you know, he's got some great music.
He's got amazing music.
Yeah,
yes.
he does. And two really important parts of that trip. We went to Johnny Cash's gravesite, and
wow,
it was really surreal, and it's really hard to really explain. I mean, the feeling that came over me when I was there, because Johnny Cash is definitely one of my favorite all time, and one of my big inspirations. And I feel like maybe something happened there. And another place we went to was Elvis Presley's recording studio.
Oh yeah.
And it seemed kind of, I wanted to kind of leave something behind, so when nobody was looking, I kind of snuck one of my guitar picks in one of the pianos in the back of it, where it'll be forever, so that a piece of me will always be with Elvis.
Wow.
So I like to think maybe some of that had something to do with it, but I think Mike also had a lot to do with it. But when I came back, the songwriting kind of just fell in place. It kind of just made sense to me, and kind of went from there.
So getting the advice from
Definitely,
others that have
definitely
written and done their own songs and lyrics. And I've actually watched Mike play, and I'm like, just on his own, he was trying to teach me piano. Didn't work so well. But he would sit there on the piano, and then all these lyrics would come to, and I was like, yeah, like that's talent. That's talent if you can do that. But it's also something that you would have to learn as a process as well,
definitely,
right?
definitely. And each song, I mean, the first song was a bit of a struggle. The next one got easier, and they keep getting easier and easier. I mean, it used to take me maybe a week to really work one out. Now I can kind of, if I've got a good idea in my head, I can sit down and half an hour later have a song written, kind of thing. So
good for you. And we're going to go to a next song.
Yeah, sure.
Right? And it is called Down the Street, which is from your album Up in a Tree.
Yes, and this is actually the first song I wrote when I got back.
This is the first song that you've, oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's go for it.
Cool.
Let's hear it, Dennis.
I went walking down the street last night. I said I went walking down the street last night. And when I went walking, it wasn't shocking that something wasn't feeling right. Down the street last night. Down the street last night. I went walking with intentions of talking to you last night. I said I went walking with intentions of talking to you last night. But when we went walking, you did all the talking, and then you left me high and dry. Down the street last night. Down the street last night. And I was kept up late by you last night. I said I was kept up late by you last night. I couldn't stop thinking about how you left me standing on the corner of the street last night. Down the street last night. And I was up early this morning too. I said I was up early this morning just thinking about you. I might have been wrong, you might have been right, but you didn't have to start that fight. Down the street last night. Down the street last night. It looks like I'll be walking alone.
Welcome back to What's Up, Elgin. We're here with Dennis Pedersen, who has his Up in a Tree new CD, which, there it is. And thank you so much for giving the whole studio one. I'm looking forward to listening to the whole album. So you have a story. We were talking about you starting your musical career when you were 26 years old. What would you tell the viewers that are thinking, you know what, 30 years old, I love music, but is it too late for me?
Well, I mean, actually, I started playing guitar when I was 26. I would say my musical career didn't even really start until I was 34. And what it was, I was working at a bar and working security. and there was a band that was playing every Friday night, and I'd watch them, and they were playing all my favorite music from the 90s that I grew up listening to, and I kept watching saying, man, I could do this, I know I could do this, why am I not doing this? So I quit the job at the bar and started looking to play in a band. And there's a lot of ups and downs with it, but it took a few years to finally find my groove and find where I wanted to be, but here I am. And yeah, for anybody out there, I don't care what anybody tells you, you can do it. If you want to do it and you want to put the time and effort and you really want to do it, anybody can do it. I like to think I'm living proof of it.
And it's passion, right?
Oh, definitely.
It's a passion, it's something that you love to do. And did you ever feel at any time that, you know, I'm doing this and I'm doing this, and yeah, it's bringing me in money, but I'm not feeling, it's not feeling good. I know that music is my thing.
You know what, I've never not felt good about the music, and to be honest with you, the money has never been a motivator for me. I mean, I've got a full-time job, I've got a great job, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it's also enabled me to continue my passion, and enabled me to do things maybe, you know, some others might not be able to afford to do.
Right.
So I mean, I've got my own album that I paid for myself, you know, everything I've paid for on my own, so it's been in my control, which is nice too. So again, I love every minute of it.
And you've been playing around London. I know that you are also playing here in St. Thomas. Can you tell us where you're going to be?
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, I played a couple gigs in the fall, one in October and December with The Affair, who's another local band, Aaron Ambrose and Andrew Maxwell.
Oh, yeah.
And there were a couple fundraisers for ALS that I played. And now April 5th at Sonny's, I'm playing a show with a couple other bands. And then April 6th again at Sonny's. It's a great event. It's a fundraiser for MS.
Okay.
$5 tickets. There's an open jam from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Anybody wants to bring their instruments out, or you can just come up and sing along, and there's going to be a barbecue. And then after that, from I guess 5 p.m. till 2 a.m., there's a different band hitting the stage every hour. So it's going to be a great night full of a lot of great bands.
And the donations go where again?
To MS. It's Multiple Solutions is the name of the group that they're raising the money for, who does a lot of work for MS.
And it's open mic night?
From 2 to 4.
Yeah. So anybody can just get up and do whatever.
Yeah, bring your guitar, your drumsticks, your voice, whatever.
Oh, wow.
Your
so
tambourine.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, whatever you want to bring, as long as you get up and have some fun at Sonny's on April 6th or 5th and 6th.
Yes.
All right, and we'll be right back with What's Up Elgin and Dennis. Welcome back to What's Up Elgin. We have Dennis Pedersen here to talk to us about his music, his new album, Up in a Tree, that came out in January of this year.
Yes.
So you are going to play, your next song is going to be Something to Believe In.
Yes.
And there is a story behind this song.
I mean, all my songs have a bit of a story of some kind, but this one is really special to me. This is one of the songs I had tried to write before I went to Nashville, and I kind of had a piece of it together, but just couldn't put it together. And part of my trip to Nashville, I realized something, and it kind of was a life-changing experience for me. One thing I realized was we do all need something to believe in. I mean, it's hard to carry on in life when you don't have something that's kind of leading you down the path.
So true.
And I don't think everybody needs the same thing, and I think that's a big problem with society today. Everybody feels that everybody needs to kind of have the same belief system. And I don't think we do. I think we need to believe in what we believe in, and that will help us, you know, get where we need to get and have, you know, inner happiness.
Absolutely.
So this is kind of what this song's about.
Let's hear it.
Struggled through my life with no direction, but at every turn I'd find someone who'd know what it was they thought I should believe in, but none of them had any proof to show. We all need something to believe in, something to help put our minds at ease. We We all need something to believe in, something deep inside to set us free. The first time that you feel that special feeling, like a door being opened in your mind, and with it comes a growing urge inside you to share your newfound wealth with all mankind. We all need something to believe in, something to help put our minds at ease. We all need something to believe in, something deep inside to set us free. We won't all find the same thing to believe in, but if you open up your mind, you just might see. It doesn't matter what other souls believe in, what you believe inside that sets you free. 'Cause we all need something to believe in, something to help put our minds at ease. We all need something to believe in, something deep inside to set us free. Something to help put our minds at ease, something deep inside to set us free.
Wow, it does definitely has a story attached to it of how to, we all need something to believe in, we all need something to continue forward with our dreams, and you're definitely doing that for yourself.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know if I mentioned already, but the thing I believe in now is I believe in music.
And you do, and you can see it come right through as you're talking about it, as you're feeling it, as you're doing it. And this is something to believe, and it is number 7. Number 7 on it.
The final
on it. And you know what? I'm always amazed when I see musicians with their CDs, and I wonder, how does that process work?
Actually, and it's quite a fun process. I mean, the writing process, and then went into the recording studio. Had a friend of a friend of a friend kind of thing I got hooked up with, and we recorded it. He did a great job. Simon Larochet from London, and really impressed. Really affordable, which is, people don't think it's affordable. It can be affordable. You don't have to pay the big recording studio prices. I drew the picture myself, and Denny Gauthier from St. Thomas actually printed them for me.
That's great, and we'll be right back with What's Up Elgin. Elgin, and we're here with Dennis Pedersen, musician and a songwriter. So we've talked a little bit about where you are going to play this summer, but tell how the viewers can connect with you or contact you to find the CD, or just to chat with you about what's going on with your musical career.
Actually, the best way would be to go to my website, www.dennispedersenmusic.com.
Okay.
If they get there, there's links to my Facebook, Twitter, Bandcamp, where they can get my music. I'm working on it's going on iTunes tomorrow, so hopefully I'll have a link up there for that soon as well. A really neat promotion I'm trying right now with Facebook. If people would like my Facebook page, which they can do, if you go to my website, click like, and you're on there.
I liked it.
Perfect. But now if you go back and you comment on my wall, or send me a message if you don't feel comfortable putting a public message.
Okay.
If somebody comments or messages, I will send them a free copy of my song Up in the Tree.
Oh, wow.
A digital copy.
A digital copy of Up in the Tree?
Just the single.
Okay, that's perfect. So the single Up in the Tree, which is number 1, or number 2.
Yeah.
You'll be giving that free through anybody.
Just like my page and comment or message me, and I'll send you a digital copy.
Well, perfect. Make sure you do this. This is awesome.
Again, it's www.dennispedersenmusic.com.
All right, and Dennis, you have one more song that you are going to sing for us called Number One.
Number One. This one I haven't recorded yet.
This one you haven't recorded. Well, I want to thank you for coming into the studio, Rogers Studio.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're very, very welcome. And thank you for watching What's Up Elgin. And Dennis, you're going to take us through the credits. So everyone in Elgin, take care.
along when it wasn't expected. I saw that smile and was suddenly infected. You made me wanna feel loved again. Said, come on girl, let's give it a try. And I got lost in those pretty green eyes. And now from you I can't abstain. Wanna be your number one, sit and dream with you out in the sun. But you don't look at me that way. Just want you here with me by my side. Just take a deep breath, I've got nothing to hide. But you don't have the time for me in your day. You're treating me like I'm some kind of sin. You say you want me but you can't let me in. You're treating me like I'm a secret little toy. You tell me all the things you love about me, but they don't matter, it's so plain to see. I'm not good enough to be your boy. Wanna be your number one, sit and dream with you out in the sun. But you don't look at me that way. Just want you here with me by my side. Just take a deep breath, I've got nothing to hide. But you don't have the time for me in your day. Just wanna be your number one, sit and dream with you out.